Today we've got a new collab starting in Monster Strike. It is a revival, so it's not completely new, but it is part 2 to the My Hero Academia collab. And as you can see, it is available as of this video, at least, since last night. Actually, I might release this right away, so a few hours ago. It is available from September 2nd, noon Japan time, all the way up until September 17th, 11:59. And of course, it does include not only the newer monsters that have come out with part 2, but with part 1 as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so of course, we've got the gacha. It is available in 2 different sections. We've got the newer monsters. We've got Kirishima Eijiro, Yao Yorozu Momo, Tokoyami Fumikage for the 6-star monsters. And for the 4-5 stars, we've got Asuitsuyu and Kaminari Denki. And I wrote their names ahead of time so I wouldn't flub on how to pronounce their names, because we all know how difficult anime characters usually are to check out their names. So we'll go over them real quick. So we've got Kirishima here. Null gravity barrier, super null wind, all element resist with the null magic circle boost on the gauge along with dash. So that'll help get him his speed up on top of that. Strike shot is for a set amount of turns. The attack and defense levels of him is increased. And we got the bump combo, the expanding shockwave, super expanding lock-on shockwave, as well as the strike shot reducer bullet. So you kind of hit him, and then whatever direction you hit him, there's a bullet that goes in the direction. If you hit a friendly unit, their strike shot count will be decreased, which is a nice, but it's a very difficult strike shot. Bump combo to utilize. For the green wood slot, we've got Yorozu Momo. Guess I still screw up the name even with the English there. We've got status recovery, null gravity barrier on the main, and then we've got null block and null speed down wall on the gauge. Strike shot is speed and power up, and basically doing attacks while she moves around for her strike shot. And the bump combos is the wall bomb and speed up. And the last new 5-6 star monster is Tokoyami here. And for him I think, we've got Minesweeper M, Super Laser Stop. Again, Super Laser Stop not only stops the laser, but heals you for a portion of that damage. It is a set amount of healing, I think. I wonder if it says here. It doesn't say, but it doesn't completely absolve you of all the damage, but you get some healing out of that. And gauge, you got null block and null magic circle, which is always nice. Strike shot is speed and power up, and you do a special attack at the end to the closest enemy. Bump combo is the 4-way split piece, so every time you hit a wall, it splits in 2 until it hits an enemy. And the other one is a reflecting shockwave, 12. So those are the newer monsters. Of course, you should check out the official video to see how they are in action. I, of course, haven't spent the time to see the multipliers, but certainly some interesting monsters there in the midst. Now, of course, for the first gen monsters, we got Bakugo, Katsuki, Todoroki Shoto, and Midoriya Izuku, who got Transcensions, and actually Transcension Kais. I should fix that. Let me do that right now. There we go. Now it's appropriate. And of course, now here's the thing, because this collab came back in somewhat of a recent time frame, right? It hasn't been that long. You may have noticed that these monsters didn't get that big, huge of a boost that you would normally see from a revival collab. So I know some people are disappointed in that fact, but you also, what can you do? There hasn't been that much to change to improve them over time, and you really don't want to overdo it, I feel like, in such a short time. So they kind of painted themselves in a corner there. But you also get the bonuses with the super typing, so don't forget about that. For Deku, he goes to Null Magic Circle, Laser Stop, Null Block, and Vital Killer. His Connect skill is to get Super Null Warp and Counter Slayer as well. Keep in mind that these can never be ability locked, and they are on the main. so can take advantage of that. The connect skill requirement is that there are 3+ types that are different to Izuku here. So, you know, at least 3 non-power types needs to be in your party. Strike Shot is basically his, you know, punch and blast. So, it's pretty nice, I think. I mean, it was already strong to begin with, and it's gonna be just as strong now. Bump combos, you got the Round Flash and the Healing Bullet. For the Bakugo in Fire, we've got Super Null, Gravity Barrier, Null, Speed Down Wall, Null Block, and Strike Shot Turn Charge on the gauge. His connect skill is Null Magic Circle, along with a Paladin Slayer. Seikishi is Paladin. And his connect skill requirements are you need 2 monsters in the party who have less than 30,000 attack. Now, you're going to have to be careful about this because the berry implications are going to affect this a lot. You can see that Bakugo in his current form only has 2,700 attack, but if you have just one, I think, yeah, one S++, that's the highest, that is, I believe, enough to kick you over the 30k limit. So do be careful about that. But the other requirement is to make sure that you have at least 2 monsters that are of different classes than him. But he is an Ajin type, which is very popular in terms of stronger monsters. So do take care to make sure you get those 2 abilities. Strike Shot is speed and power up, and it increases the effectiveness of all weak points to the monsters you hit. And there will be a special attack after he stops moving to the weakest monster. The bump combo is that Solomon follow-up laser hit when you hit a monster. It marks them, and then follow up at the end, and get a nice super blast as the sub-bump combo. And last but not least is the one monster that I have from the previous collab is Todoroki Shoto, and he has super null damage wall with magic circle boost and status recovery on the gauge. The connect skill is Minesweeper M, and the requirements to that is your party has at least 95,000 HP, probably not that big of a deal, and you have 2 monsters that have a different sling type than him, so 2 bounce types in your party is all you need. So not that bad of a requirement here. Strike Shot is speed and power up, and a special attack afterwards. And basically what this does is does the ice attack, fire attack, and then the entire screen explodes and does damage. This also activates all bump combos. So if you happen to miss anybody, there you go, you got it. The bump combos is the super breath and the super iceberg attack. So not bad, not bad. Definitely seems like the first gen upgrades are nice, but of course, like I said, people are a little bit disappointed they're not overly different, but like I said, what can you expect? So go ahead and pull for those guys. They're going to be quite fun. They'll be around for about 2 weeks. And of course, raid ups begin a little bit later, a few days later on September 4th noon. So if you care about a specific monster, you may want to wait. It will rotate every day from Kirishima, Yaoyorozu, Tokoyami, Kirishima, Yaoyorozu, Tokoyami. Until September 16th new, the last 24 hours, where all 3 will show up at the same time and you can choose which one you want. Now, as usual, there are no rate ups for the first collab monsters, so you're going to have to just play your luck with equal odds for them there. And in addition, you can see on the hair here, there is an EX little icon on that temple. Every temple you do will get you a special good job sticker that you can only get by doing a temple. There are 9 unique ones, so if you want them all, you got to do 9 temples. Once you get all 9, they will rotate to just in-game items. Okay, that's enough for the gacha. Let's go to the event quests. So we got 2 quests that are always there all the time. They are your 4 5-star collab monsters. You can of course see them here at the bottom. You got Chronostasis and this is what I get for not translating everybody. So I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that water dude is available all the time for you. But of course, they are 4 5-star monsters. You can get to 90 luck, but not max luck. There is, of course, the 24/7 direct drop quest. This is something you can eventually max luck, and since it is a direct drop quest, you will get 7 drops on your first clear each day of the collab, which means you never need to bring a max luck monster. Just bring your strongest monster. You're good. Do it every day for the collab. You'll max luck it. So it's certainly a nice way to get a max luck. And this pop-up that you'll see here is just reminding you, if it is lit up, it's saying you haven't done your daily clear. Do it, get your 7 drops, don't forget about it. Because, you know, these quests you really don't want to do over and over again. And of course, that 7 drop only applies to the highest difficulty. You've also got the scheduled quests that will come. I think, right, there's nothing right now, but if you go into the schedule, you can see when it will come up. Right, you got High End coming later tonight, you know, Pacific time zone, and eventually Overhaul will also be joining the schedule quest schedule. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. Get your max luck monsters there to max luck these guys, or simply wait until Monster Strike Day to have your OP monsters just act as max luck and make your lives a little bit easier. There is also a special Chokyukyoku Insidious quest, and this quest is the same boss, which is Overhaul, but you know, you probably don't want to do this over and over because this is going to be on the difficult side, and again, this quest only unlocks when you clear the difficulties on the original Overhaul stage. So do make sure when this quest comes up that you happen to finish all difficulties there to be able to unlock this stage. Like I said, you only need to clear this quest once so that you can unlock the special evolution of Overhaul, and you can claim that mission from the missions page here. It's going to be in red, and once you clear it, you know, you'll be able to take it and then be able to evolve Overhaul without spending any items. You can freely change them from either of those evolution sides, and you can basically see what it gives you here. There you go. So this is the special form that is locked behind that special evolution. This is the one you can normally get just by you know, max lucking the standard form. So if you want both, make sure you take on this difficult stage. We'll see which monster is going to be OP for that later, but again, you only need to clear it once. There will also be coin quests for this collab, and that is also available 24/7. You can see that here. And you know, you can see that with the rotating monsters. Those monsters are the ones you can get from the exchange store. This quest is available 24/7, so you can run it over and over and over and over. Occasionally the chest will show up in game, so you know, if you see a chest on that stage, you just go in there, destroy it, and you get some bonus drops. If you wait until that cooldown hits 0, it'll run away and you'll just lose them. But for the most part, it's a very easy stage. You shouldn't be missing them. Straightforward and nice and easy. There are also battle challenge missions that will increase your coin rewards, and I do have that translated for you. So let's bring them up here. It's hiding myself. So basically what this is, actually, you know what, I'll cover up myself a little bit there, but what this is on the start of the stage, you'll see 4 challenge missions show up, and there are 10 possible missions for you to take on for that quest. You need to finish it before the quest ends, of course, but depending on how many you finish, your coin drop rewards will be modified. And you can see that you know, they are in Japanese only, and unfortunately there's no iconage to help you out. Some of them are highlighted, so you can see on the left I have those missions written in Japanese, and on the right is the translation in English. You are going to have to do a little work if you can't read Japanese to pattern match to see what those missions are. You can see that any terms that are highlighted in yellow, I've also highlighted in this gold brownish color, so hopefully you can use that to note the difference. I've also highlighted a few terms in green, which if you see that, you know, hopefully that clues you into that specific text. So like that first one, you'll see SS. That should be do not use any SS. If you see, you know, that spikuri in the, you know, that leftmost term, that should be your hint that you need to do this the speed clear. Right, you can see that the 4 is also there, but there's also another one with 4, so I try to find something that helps, you know, modify that. And you can see the rest have numbers in the middle, so hopefully those numbers can help you identify which mission is the one you have to clear. Now, all of them really seem pretty easy, with probably the exception of the one in the middle, which says kill one enemy, at least one enemy, without hitting a wall in a single turn. That's kind of tough. There are switch panels on that stage, so maybe if you get a pinch, you'll be lucky, but that could be a little difficult. So I guess play around with that to see what the best strategy is. Maybe you can bring a really slow monster like, you know, the kangaroo Bante, and just make sure he gets stuck somewhere, hit somebody's bump combo so you can clear somebody that way. But yeah, take this. It is on the Twitter at ENGMonst if you want to grab that for yourself as a reference. But hopefully that helps for you to clear these battle challenges. Because the rewards are really nice. You can see on the bottom that depending on the missions you clear, it increases the amount of coins you get. So clearing 1 gets you a 10% bonus, 2 20, 3 30%, and 4 gets you a 50% bonus on your coin drops. So this is pretty, I think, pretty important to do to help make your life easier on clearing those coin stages. And in addition, when you start the stage, that, you know, notification goes away pretty quickly. So if you need to see them again, you can always click the status icon on the bottom right, and then the menu item will pop up, and there's a button on the top right. You can click that, and then once you go to that, it'll switch screens to the battle challenges definition there. So use that to make sure you are clear on what what missions you need to complete so that you can maximize your rewards. So good luck on that. And again, these translations are on at ENGMonst on Twitter, so if you want to grab that there, it'll certainly make your life easier. Or just come back and watch this video over and over again. I won't mind. Alright, next. Now, what do you do with those coins? Well, you can, of course, exchange those coins for items. What you want to do is go to the monster menu here, and then scroll down until you see the red menu item that shows the UA coins. Right? You'll see a bunch of things. You'll see your total coin count right now. You'll also see the calendar of the daily rotating items. So make sure you come back every day to rotate for them. You can see there are some really good ones like the level scroll, or the biscuit, the bell, the ableberry. Like the 14th is a super type scroll. You don't want to miss that. You see there's a few ones with orbs and dragon gems. They're all solid items that you don't want to miss. So make sure you come by and grab that every single day. They'll be available from 4 a.m. to 4 a.m. the next day, Japan time. Now, you'll also see that we'll come back to this box later, but you'll see that there's monsters to max luck. You'll see that the top 3 are the newer ones from the AU Big 3. They only cost 100 coins each for the newer monsters, so make sure you go ahead and do that. For the old monsters, you'll see that All Might and well, that's a waste. Well, I've already maxed luck him, so that was a waste. But All Might and Eraserhead there are from the first part of the collab, and they cost a little bit more at 300 apiece. I guess to make up the fact that other people had to work for them instead of expending coins. Unless they were coins in the past. I don't remember. But you can, of course, max luck these. There are no limits, so you can just constantly max luck them if you are farming coins. So if you want to do that, feel free and up your max luck count. The next set are voice sets. They cost 500 coins each, and of course, you can see that I think there's 2 for each. I think it unlocks 2 for each, for a total of 3. You can always go to your character monster page to unlock those different voices. So for example, I do have Todoroki. Right, if I want to change it, you hit the blue arrow there, and then if you have purchased it, these would be green, and then you can just switch them off to whatever you like best. Now, of course, there are other items to exchange for. Not only do you have Strike Shop voice sets, you have special Good Job stickers. And these Good Job stickers are locked behind requirements. You have to do certain things before you unlock them. So you can see here, the first one is you need to use All Might in any quest. Second is using Medio, the light coin monster, in any quest. The third one for I think Bakugo there requires you to max lucking Medio. The fourth one for Todoroki requires you to use Endeavor in any quest. The next one requires you to max luck Nejire, the blue coin monster. The next one is asking you to Eraserhead in any quest. Next is max lucking Tenkui, maybe? And the last one is to use Nejire in any quest. So as long as you do that, you'll unlock them and be able to use or purchase those Good Job stickers in quests. And of course, aside from that, you have the standard set of items. You of course have the orb, which requires you to spend 100,000 coins before it's unlocked. That's the standard thing for everything. You can't just do 5,000 coins, exchange it, and say you're done because you got 20 orbs. Right? You need to do a little work before you can unlock this. So make sure you do go through the grind, finish everything, mostly everything, so that you can get those orbs. There's a lot of good other items here, so just constantly do the quests, stack up coins, you should be set. The last thing here is the special personal box. And, well, there's a special box that rotates based on the character. Now, you're going to have to read Japanese to see which one it's referring to, but basically there are real life rewards that you can get if you get lucky from a lottery pull, essentially. Really low rates. But, I mean, unless you have 300 coins to burn, it's not that necessary because the consolation prize is just going to be an in-game item. Not sure if you really want that or not. It is also only 300 coins, which you can just get by breathing on the stage, so up to you if you think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, but again, it's just 300, and you'll probably get some nice in-game consolation reward anyway. Alright, the other quirk in this collab is that you can get some Endeavor chests, and I guess I should highlight this red because Endeavor is a fire monster. But you can get some special Endeavor chests when clearing any of the 5 to 6 star collab monsters, 5 6-star collab missions at its highest difficulty. That includes the 5 6-star quest that's available all the time, but also the scheduled ones, the fire and dark quests. There are 3 ways to get chests, and you of course can do them. You should probably do them at the same time to maximize your rewards, but you will get a chest for clearing any of those quests, clearing any of those quests doing co-op, and then clearing any of those quests using a collab monster. So, what do you want to do? Clear those 5 6-star quests using a collab mon, playing co-op. You get 3 chests every time. That'll give you a minimum of 3. Now, for high ends dark quest only, there's a chance to get more than 1 drop from a chest. So you may want to focus your efforts on that, not necessarily having to do it on the the light 24/7 quests, direct drops, or on overhauls stage, because you'll just get the chance of more drops on high end stage. So do keep that in mind if you do want to maximize your rewards for Endeavor. And the last thing before we call it a day is that the special collab missions from the first part are available in the library. You can go here and you can see they will be at the very top of the library to take on. If you didn't complete them last time, go ahead and go in there, spend your library points, and max select them that way. However, do keep in mind that the special All for One quest is not available in the library. You cannot get that, you know, whatever rewards was part of that. It's just not here. So unfortunate if you haven't been able to do that the first time around. And of course, the last thing is, of course, the login rewards. You may have noticed when you logged in that you got a Deku monster. Nothing really special. It's just a nice memento for the collab. But also on day 4 and 8 of the collab, you'll get a Tokudama, which will give you 1 single free pull. I'm sure we'll get another Tokudama with the Monster Strike Day that comes on the 10th. So you can probably get 3 Tokudamas in total for the collab. And of course, every day of the collab for 12 days, you'll get a single orb for your troubles to help you out along the way. And that is it for the collab. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as soon as possible. Otherwise, you know, go ahead, make sure you follow the Twitter account. Again, those missions for the coin quests are translated there. Do your best to pattern match if you can't read Japanese. It might be a little tough, but it will be worth it to make sure you maximize those rewards. But yeah, I think I'm losing my voice for talking almost 30 minutes. So hopefully it helped. If you liked what you saw here, you know, give me a like, subscribe to get more information when it comes to you. And follow the Twitter account, join the Discord. That's probably the best way if you are, especially if you're starting out, to help get you acquainted with the collab. And if you're starting the collab, let me just say this, please, please, please do not pull this thing on the left. Just don't touch it until it turns green. All right? Please. Please. All right? But that's it. Thank you for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.